in Lyon for this top 14 round 5 encounter between Pierre Mignoni's Lyon and Yannick Bru's Bayonne. The match moved forward a couple of hours to accommodate the new coronavirus curfew that came into force last night. With cases of COVID rising around the country, President Macron wants everyone in certain cities locked down by 9 o'clock at night, and Lyon is on that list. That's what's happened so far this week. Big win for Montpellier and La Rochelle. Pau with an important win, and Toulouse, that 30-16-16 win at Brive, putting them top of the table. Of course, Racing and Toulon, well, both disappointing and disappointed in the way they lost their European matches. That's how things stand. As you see, as just said, Toulouse up at the top, La Rochelle up there, and Pau surprising a lot of people in this early part of the season, coming out strongly. They're up there with 14 points. Of course, they had a dramatic draw against Lyon last week, and Lyon will consider that as a couple of points dropped. They were leading comfortably going into the last 10 minutes, and Pau ran in a couple of tries to steal a 29-all draw. Now both sides eager for a win. Lyon with just one win to their name this season. They are in 11th in the table going into this game with 7 points. Bayonne are in 8th. They have 1 point more with 2 victories under their belt, one of them on the road against Stade Francais. That's the Lyon lineup. Chock full of names you'll recognise, particularly Mathieu Bastareaud in his new position of number 8. Watch out for Guirassy wearing 4. He's just been called up into the Fabien Galtier's French team, as indeed has Crétin at number 6 and Bamba at number 3. So there are 3 potential internationals to look out for, but of course they've also got that fellow Tuisova. Good bench there. And Heaven, we haven't seen him before on the list. I think I'm right in saying this is his first appearance for the Australian Julian Heaven. The visitors today, Bayonne, perhaps not quite as well known, their lineup. Fewer international names to look out for, but still plenty of talent, and they've surprised 1 or 2 people this season. They struggled last season, which came to a premature end, and they were a little bit fortunate there was no relegation. This is how they line up. As you see, fewer well-known names. Hugh Pyle, of course, he's made his move from Stade Francais down to Bayonne. He teams up with Manacula at lock. Michael Ruru and Romain Barthélemy form the half-back pairing. Number 17 is Marius Perchot, and he is making his first appearance in the top 14 today. So a special day for him. Pity we haven't got a larger number of supporters in the ground to cheer him on. But them's the days we're living in at the moment. It's a strange new world. There's our man in charge, Tual Trainini. Always a big job, that of the referee. And of course, a man we'll also be hearing from later during the day, I'm sure, is Hakim Haj Bashir. He is our man on the video. So Lyon going to kick off. It's Leo Beda, who has made quite an impression since coming into the side against Bordeaux just last week. And immediately the Lyon forwards putting pressure on, but out comes Goran driving forward, the Romanian number 8. Alexander Manacula, you can see leaning in, the number 5, and it's Michael Ruru who chips over the top, looking for touch, finds it. Toby Arnold with a quick restart, looking to get Tuisova going. Arnold driving forward, finding some space. Lyon, this is the way they like to go. They like to build let the forwards work. Toby Arnold in the action early on, certainly putting the yards in. Kuyu feeding outside. There goes Bamba. Driving in. Bastareaud helping him out. Kuyu again, feed inside. This time It's Nakatadze cutting in from the wing. Bastero feeding once again. This time Ivaldi has held up the hooker, looking to punch the holes in this blue line of Bayonne defence. Rigard, one of the two French centres, driving in there. This time it's the turn of Guérassi. Kylian Guérassi wearing number 4. Oh, Toby Arnold's through the gap. He's sliding through. This must be the first try, has it? It's gone to ground. Well, it's a knock-on, and how on earth did they escape there? That was a wonderful break from Toby Arnold. Well, a little bit of a mix-up, but danger signs already for Bayonne. Just went through that gap, just threw it behind Couillou, who couldn't hold on. Lyon impressing early on. First scrummage of the afternoon, and this will be a test for Bayonne. Swan Cormenier, Maxime Delonca and Tomakino Taufa, their front row. They'll come under pressure from the much more experienced Xavier Chiocchi, Michael Ivaldi and Demba Bamba. Michael Ruru with the put-in. That's come back cleanly. Ruru, oh, it's charged down! And it's just gone over the edge. Well, Bayonne really living dangerously at the moment. And hoofing the ball up front. That's a little bit of a panic moment for Bayonne. And they've given it to Nakatadze, and there's never a wise idea to give Nakatadze any space. And Nakatadze looking to build. Bastero driving already. Oh, he's making yards. Lyon are tormenting Bayonne at the moment. Looking for the space. Just punching holes is Nakatadze again. Couillou, a little chip through. The whistle goes though. So back for the penalty. And referee Tual Trainini already feeling the pace. I think a little bit of puff coming out there, but quite glad to blow that whistle, bring him back and have a little breather. This has been a breathless start from Lyon. Toby Arnold has been quite outstanding so far. He's really getting himself in the mix. New Zealand Sevens player, he's got an eye for the gap. So close. This was a little bit slow from Ruru. It was a good charge down from the other scrum half, Couillou, but just couldn't quite gather it before it went over the dead ball line. So Leo Berda lining up the first kick a goal. Didn't play in the early games this season, came in against Bordeaux in round 3, really impressed, kept his place against Pau. He's had 2 outstanding games, he's one to watch. Berdo. Oh, he's hit the post. Well, I mean, Bayonne, how on earth are they still in this game? They could be a couple of tries and a penalty down by now. It remains 0-0. Nice clean take. Oh, through the gap goes Couillou. Oh, this is wonderful stuff once again from Lyon. And it's another penalty. Oh, Couillou goes straight off. Looking to drive this home. In goes Barassi. Held up, looking to feed out wide. They'll be looking for Nakatadze. It's Rodder digging it out. Back it comes once more. There's plenty of space out wide. Nakatadze cuts in through the middle. Lays it back cleanly. Bamba, they can't get him down. There he goes now. Lays it back, Couillou feeds Bastero. Rodder drives. Just 8 or so metres from the line at the moment, Lyon. Couillou looking to spread it wide. There's a gap here for Berda. Oh, he's knocked it on once again, but it's going to be another penalty, and there could be a little bit of trouble. He's offering, there was a choice of penalties there. Bayonne are struggling. Pierre Mignoni The Lyon coach just wondering how his team are not off into the horizon by now. A little bit of a timeout there for Swan Courmenier. There's the injury list for Bayonne. Tafi Fanua has had a good start to the season. They're missing him, obviously. But it's a lot. But all the teams carrying injuries at the moment. That's inevitable. Kyohi just changing his boot. Here we go again. This was Berder, and that was the tackle coming in. There's a high tackle in there as well, I think, on Dylan Crétin. And Bayonne, they are infringing. They really are struggling to stay in this at the moment. So Berder going for touch. Looking to squeeze Bayonne even more. Michele Ivaldi with the line out. Oh, it's cleanly taken and driven round the corner. Bastereau has it and it's fed wide, and there it is, the first try of the game. Michele Ivaldi, the hooker, finishing what he started, sliding round, and that is first blood to Lyon. Well, it was a simple movement in the end. It was quick ball off the top of the line. Very well taken by Garassi, rolling round the side. Smuggled through, and Ivaldi, as he did against Bordeaux, sliding round for his try, his second try of the season. And that's one from the training ground. Well, Lyon have deserved that. They've been the only team in this game so far. Bayonne have barely put their hands on the ball. In fact, I'm trying to think. I don't actually think they have put their hands on the ball except to try and rip it away unsuccessfully. We're in the 8th minute. Berder with the conversion. Oh, he's just squeezed it wide once again. Well, Berder not with his kicking boots on just at the moment. It's 5-0 to Lyon. Well, Bayonne with a little bit of work to do now. Yannick Brou will be a little bit concerned by the way this game has started. Romain Barthélemy kicks off, and it's retrieved. So Bayonne finally have their hands on the ball as Taufa drives in. Back it comes now. A chance for them to show what they can do. It's knocked through the gap. Well collected though by Ravuvu. Driving down the line. Now can Bayonne hit back? We'll be looking for space wide. Alexander Manakula driving in there. Ball slowed down a little bit. Arthur Duo doing his best to keep it moving forward. Getting a little bit of help there from the forwards, finally. Ruru. Once again, feeding Taufa. He's a big unit, Taufa. Up and under from Hingano. Well, that's comfortably taken by Berder. Nakatasi changing direction. Oh, there's danger. Lovely one-handed pass off to Tuisova. He's closed down, though, and that's good work by Bayonne. And I'm not sure, have they? No, they haven't got it back, but it's certainly slowed Lyon down a little bit. Demba Bamba drives forward with a little help from Roda. A kick, the up and under. And this time it's Aymeric Luc looking to stretch his legs. A penalty given, holding on in the tackle. And it's against Bayonne, and away goes Cuillon already. Oh, there's barely time for commentators to take a breath, let alone the players. Lovely little chip through from Berder and finds the touch. Well, take a break, lads.
Attention à vos attitudes sur les déblayages, maîtrisez. Il n'y a pas d'incidence, mais je préfère prévenir.
Referee just giving a little bit of a warning there. This is wonderful stuff from Nakatasi. He's a fantastic player, sevens player, obviously, and he's played 15 times for France. Fijian origin, naturalised Frenchman. Scored 2 tries for France in his 15 tests. Outstanding for Clermont for so many years. And now doing his bit for Lyon. That's a good take from Hugh Pyle. But it's slow ball, and the penalty goes the other way for holding on. Oh. Things not working at the moment for Bayonne. The one thing you need is, with those restarts, you want quick ball. You want to be able to clean it out as quick as you can, not get bogged down. There he goes, it's down, it's being ripped away, it's not clean, it's being ripped, and he's not letting go. And once again, the to the corner means Lyon have another great opportunity. Evaldi with the line-out throw. It's going to the back. It's Cretin who rises high, but it's gone not straight. So this time it goes against Lyon. Well, that will be relief for Bayonne. Chance for them to have a little bit of control now as they have the put in. Michael Ruru, originally from Napier, played for the Western Force and Melbourne Rebels. 29 years old, now doing his business for Bayonne. Scrummage goes down. A little chat now for the front rows. Well, I think you can work that out. You don't need a translator for that. Maintain the stability until the ball is put in. Hold it up. Yochi. France international. Just 2 starts in 8 matches for France. Yochi, always there and thereabouts, a useful filler in, never quite a frontline choice. Down it goes again, the front rows, but away come Bayonne. They've knocked it on. And that's Hingano, I think, knocked on, putting themselves under pressure once again. The pass originally looked a little bit forward to me, but the ball went forward anyway. And now here's danger for Bayonne once again. Another scrummage, and this time it's going to be Couillou with the put-in. One of 2 young halfbacks, Couillou, just 22 years old, like Berder, the number 10 outside him. Lyon with a lot of talent here. Couillou waiting at the back. Bastereau has it all. There's a good squeeze from Bayonne, though. They've disrupted this well. But still, Lyon driving forward. It's with Bastereau. He lays it back. Now Bamba trying to go around the side. Lays it back as well. So Sobella. Oh, just within metres of the line, Couillou looking for space out wide. There's Tuisova. Tuisova stretches and stretches again. Does he get the try? He gets the touchdown. And this is the try. The referee's awarded. Just explaining the not the double movement, all one movement. So he's given the try. Tuisova is the try scorer, and Lyon lead 10-0. Well, there is Tuisova, driving so hard to bring down, reaches forward. Well, I would have thought that was an old-fashioned double movement, but a referee absolutely convinced. That's a good try. Didn't even call for the video referee.
On est d'accord, merci.
And this time, Bader is on target. Converts the try, and Lyon lead by 12 points to 0. So strong from Tuisova. That's his third try of the season so far. He scored against Racing, he scored against Po last week, and now he's scored against Bayonne. A little bit of a knock-on. What can Bayonne do? They trail 12 points to 0. Oh, it's a bit pop goes the weasel, that one. Careless, but they got the put in. Got the advantage. Looks like Rodder is going to have some attention. It's him reaching. He's come down awkwardly, and that, I think, may well be the end of Isaac Rodder for today. Well, I'm not even going to start running you through that lot. It's a very long list. Wisniewski, of course, you'll recognise. Excellent number 10, but well, that's almost another team in there. Well, away come Bayonne. Boyd, perhaps, a little bit. Ingano held up. So Guillard has come on as a replacement for Rodder. Michael Guillard wearing 18. A little bit of space now. What can Duo do with it? Not a lot. Still got the advantage. Ruru feeding Hugh Pyle there, held up. He was a bit concerned about which way to go through the... and there's a man, I think, coming through Bader. Offside, was he? Away come Bayonne with Luc. It's gone the other way, though. Just popped out. And Lyon on the counter-attack with Toby Arnold. Oh, he's opening up. Toby Arnold. What pace from Arnold. Couillon has it in the one hand. Has he got any support? Oh, they were a bit slow keeping up. And, in fact, they've rather blown that. Superb break from Arnold down the touchline. Opened up for Couillon, but nobody able to keep up with them. And in the end, that lack of support meant Couillon was guilty of hanging on in the tackle. And that's allowed Bayonne to clear their lines. Tell you what, he's not doing badly for 33, is he, Toby Arnold? Got some gas on him still. Now a chance for Maxime Delonca to launch another Bayonne attack. Of one of the first. Tom Darley collecting nicely, wearing number 7. Oh, that's gone loose again. Oh, this is desperate stuff. Oh, the break is there. This surely is going to be a try. Barassi all the way to the line. That's another try. And Barassi. Oh, well, what is going on? Third try for Lyon. 17-0. too easy. Bayonne are their own worst enemy at the moment. They've been so rattled by this Lyon approach that everything they're doing, they're hurrying. And it was Ruru's pass there. There's a little bit of a block from Berdeux. Now I wonder if they will have a look at that and come back. No, he's saying there's no problem for him. That says the referee. Oh, the try stands. $19-0. Midway through the first half, what a disastrous passage of play for Bayonne. They haven't beaten Lyon for quite some time. Their last 5 encounters, they've had 1 draw and 4 defeats. That's since 2015. And judging by this first 20 minutes or so, they're going to have to wait a little bit longer as well. Well, that's well taken by Duhaut. Everything at full charge. Courmenier going in. Ruru. And there's a call. Was that a forward pass? Yep. Just a little forward pass. A little knock on, excuse me. Knock on the right, then there was a forward pass. 2 for the price of 1. Lyon with another put in. Referee is going to start getting grumpy about these front rows if they don't keep their feet. Another chat. This is the second chat to the front rows. In fact, he's just moving them into a more stable part of the field. Saying a little bit more effort, please, in staying on your feet. So Tuisova, one of the try scorers for Lyon already this afternoon. He's got a gleam in his eye. He wants more. Bastereau feeds Couillou, and out they go left. Dink through the middle from Baresi, and it's well taken. And Bayonne looking to counter-attack. Ravuvu not getting anywhere. Berdeux and Sobella. Looking for the spot. Oh, Tuisova. Oh, he don't know. He's off again. Oh, this wonderful stuff from Tuisova. And another try. This time from Baptiste Couillou. The 4th try of the afternoon for Lyon. They are leading 24-0. Just watch this break from Tuisova. I said he was looking for more action just a moment ago. He has such power. He has a low centre of gravity. He's such a strong man. He has that thrust. It's not really acceleration, it's thrust as he just opens up the burners. Very difficult to take down. Opened it up for Couillou, who had a fairly straightforward run in.
Merci. No, merci.
Well, this is turning into a bit of a cauchemar for Bayonne. As Berdeux lines up the conversion. Oh, he's pushed that one wide as well. Well, he's having a bit of a mixed bag today, Berder. Just as well there are plenty of tries flying in for him. That's 2 out of 5 now for him. Tuisova. Oh, so hard to bring down. And just creates that space for the players around him. Dearie me. 24-0 after 25 minutes. A point a minute, that would make it 80 at the end. Surely not. So Bella driving forward. Leon just aren't backing off. They're not taking a rest. This is incredibly impressive work rate, if nothing else. Oh, that's high, but lays it back, Baresi. Hoofed through, down the middle. It's going to be picked up by Aymeric Luc. Feeding Barthélemy. Well, looking to find touch, and immediately it's back with Arnold. And off they go again, Leon. This time Arnold doesn't get terribly far. But it's laid back cleanly. As Berder digs it out. Guirassy drives in. He's an exciting player, Guirassy. Was originally supposed to be in the Six Nations earlier this year, but was injured, missed out. But so back in the squad for the Wales game on the 24th of October and for the internationals which follow. He's certainly one to watch. Bamba. Looking for space. Well, almost an intercept there. Didn't quite work out. But here goes Tuisova again. Laid back, but not cleanly this time. Bayon coming through. Hello for Alofa. So good they named him twice. The ball ripped out. This was not the best pass. Tuisova. He's in quite the mood today. A difficult afternoon for the men in blue. So a small crowd allowed in today. It's different in different parts of the country. Who's allowed in? And remember, we've got the curfew in place now, so that's why we came forward a couple of hours to this 5 o'clock kickoff local time rather than 7 o'clock. The good people of Lyon have to be home, tucked up in bed in their pyjamas by 9 o'clock. By order of the president. Scrummage time and another Lyon put in. Still 12 minutes to go before half time. Oh, down go the front rows again. Nakatasi coming in, looking wide once more, looking for space. Tuisova wants it. He's on the charge now as that ball pushed through. And there's going to be pressure, and he's taken it over. Ruru really had nowhere to go and was bulldozed. Nice little interplay by the backs, just creating that space. Arnold with the chip through down the touchline. Ruru collected well, had nowhere to go, and just had to hang on as Tuisova bundled him into touch through the dead ball area. And that means it's a Lyon put-in, just 5 metres from the line.
Attendez, allez, les deux gauchers là, sortez-moi votre épaule.
What a torment for Bayonne this has been. Half an hour in, they trail 24-0. And they're defending their line once again, just 5 metres. The squeeze is on. Kouiou at the back. Feeds. Inside steps Regard. He's held up. Within the 5 metres now. Moving wide. Oh! And Tuisova is over. And there's another try, the 5th of the afternoon for Leon. Tuisova's second. And this is real carnage. 29-0 to Leon. It's slightly embarrassing. I desperately feel for Bayonne at the moment, but Leon are just in a mood, and Tuisova, oh, there's nothing going to stop him from there. Absolutely no doubt about that. Stretching over the line. Wonderful display thus far by Leon. Verder with his 6th of the afternoon, and this time it is through the middle, so well done. He gets the 2 points for that one, and that makes it 31-0. Nice little inside pass there from Verder. And Tuisova stepped over one tackle and then barged his way through the next. That's what he does. He's a wrecking ball when he's in the mood.
Patientez, hein, vous avez un joueur qui n'a pas été remplacé encore.
They look a bit shell-shocked. That was Gorin, you saw, the number 8, and he's really... There's just nothing they can do at the moment. Sean Robinson is making his way onto the field. I didn't quite see who went off there. I think they'll all be queuing up to get off at this rate. Gorin goes. There is Robinson, the South African, looking to make a little bit of room, make some kind of change. Ruru. They're still having a go, Leon, which is Bayonne, I should say. Looking to find space. Well, that's neatly done. Little chip through by the winger, but it's well collected by Dylan Cretin, wearing 6. Mastero is there. Penalty has been given for Leon, and it's given against Ruru, going off his feet in the tackle. Finding touch. Well, it's hard to know what Pierre Mignoni is going to tell his players at half-time. Which areas can we improve on, lads? I don't know, you gave them the ball twice in that half. Don't do it again. Good grief. Ivaldi with the line out. Neatly taken, quick work. Cretin with a lovely clean take off the top. He's another exciting player, Dylan Cretin. Another one in Fabien Galtier's plans. Back come Bayonne. Looking to move it. That's Aymeric Luc, the fullback. Everything being done at pace. Flinging the ball wide. It'd be nice if they could get on the board before half-time. Talfat crashing through. He's gone a bit quiet of late. Still not making a lot of headway. They do have the advantage. Well, they don't seem to be going terribly fast. Hugh Pyle driving in. Now there's a little bit of a gap for Barthélemy, but it's closed up. He's dragged down. Oh, and is knocked forward. Pyle unable to hang on. The penalty, though, being awarded against Baptiste Couillou. Oh, going for touch. Yeah, just a little bit high around the shoulders.
On n'a pas le même avis, mais on peut se tromper. Ici, ouais.
You hear that breath? I think that's the referee's breath we hear through his microphone. Tuel Tronini. He's had to work hard this afternoon. Not as hard as the Bayonne defence, perhaps, but hard all the same. Bayonne now. Can they get something before the half-time? Looking to drive it forward with the forwards. In goes Ravuvu. Again, lays it back nicely. Pyle. makes a couple of yards, lays it back once again. Ruru spreading it wide this time. Hingano held up. Oh, around the edge goes Robinson, little inside put. Oh, and the man is tackled, I think, without the ball. They may have to come back for that. Ravuvu did perhaps get it down.
Arrêt du temps. Hakim, vidéo.
I think they are going to go to the video.
La décision de terrain, c'est essai. Ce que je veux voir, c'est est-ce qu'il n'y a pas un en avant du numéro 14 blanc, s'il te plaît.
Okay, so he's actually going to award the try for Bayonne, unless he sees there's a knock-on. It all got a little bit messy there, because there could be trouble. Robinson, lovely little break. There's the tackle by Sobella without the ball. The ball to his over, still with, Ravuvu with the feet taking it forward. And they're just checking there's no knock-on. And I think that's going to be a yellow card for Sobella as well.
Numéro 7, plaquage sans ballon.
Yeah.
Près de la zone de marque, c'est carton jaune.
So Patrick Sobella, he does get an early breather. So Bayonne are on the board at last with that try from Joseva Ravuvu.
Merci Hakim. Non, c'est gentil.
Well, that's some relief for Bayonne. They've been blown away in this first half by Lyon. Barthelemy can add 2 more. But he pushes it just wide, so it is 31 points to 5 that Lyon lead. Well, at last, Bayonne at least making their presence felt here at the Matmut Stadium. It has been an awful first half for them. Can't beat about the bush. And, well, maybe things changing, going their way a little bit, because that has gone straight out, and they're in play once more. Looking to counter-attack. They got another 4 minutes or so before the half-time whistle. Another try now, and, well, oh dear, there's a knock-on from Robinson. Ravuvu wanted to go. No joy. Robinson, 26 years old now. Career started in Natal with the Sharks. Played for Racing and then had a season with Colomiers before coming to Bayonne in 2017. I think it's just slowing down a little bit now. Perhaps the players are feeling the pace as half-time approaches. The ball fed in by Kuyu. Nakatasi lays it back clean. Oh, big drive from Bastero. Kuyu once again. Now, can they find a little bit of space? There's a Riga. Mbabamba. Oh, Kuyu looking for the space, almost got it through. Nakatasi picks up, drives forward. Where's Tuisova? He's waiting. He joins the back, looking for the work. Cretin feeds nicely to Ivaldi. Barassi looking for a way through. He's held up. Ivaldi gets his shorts ripped down and clings on to the ball. So I'm afraid this one going against Lyon. Chance for Bayonne to make a little bit of ground and perhaps have one last hurrah before the half-time whistle. Lyon, remember, down to 14 men with Sobela off for the tackling the man without the ball. It's Kylian Garassi.
Ils ont annoncé à 5.
But it's going to be Maxime Delonca with the line out. Oh, and that's well gathered in the end. It was untidy. It was difficult, but it was well gathered in. Delonca playing link man once again. Ruru looking to feed now. In drives Dupu. Ruru once again looking to get the forwards moving. Pyle is held up, but feeds Ruru once again. Oh, there's a little bit of a gap here for Ruru. Inside. Oh, it's Barthelemy, excuse me. Delonca drives. There's a bit of space outside as Aymeric Luke heads for the corner. He's just bundled out, is he? Where's the ball gone? Not gone over the line. The referee is going to have a little chat.
Je suis désolé les gars, je vous entends super mal, c'est hyper caverneux le son. Donc reculez s'il vous plaît, le temps est arrêté.
As the referee admitting he didn't see that too well either. And he's just going to go and have a little check. Looking at a tackle by the Lyon fly half, Berde, this one.
Donc, Hakim, c'est une situation de jeu déloyal. Putain, le son, il est horrible. C'est une situation de jeu déloyal, plaquage haut du 10 noir.
Well, looking at this tackle, is it high? It looks as though he's got him around the shoulder. It's not a headshot. He's dragged him down. Well, the man who's going to have to make a decision on this is Hakim Hajbashir, the video ref.
Il y a un plaquage haut, plaquage ceinture de sécurité. Le bras est au-dessus de la ligne des épaules. Le porteur du ballon n'est pas dans l'acte de scorer. Donc ce sera simple pénalité contre le 10 noir.
Well, I'm saying it is a high tackle.
Est-ce que c'est bon pour vous?
But it's not a yellow and it's not, he wasn't in the act of scoring. And the penalty's going to be given against Berde, I think.
Donc sur la situation, il y a un simple plaquage haut, pas de dangerosité, pénalité à 5 mètres pour les Bleus. Okay.
So it's going to be a penalty, 5 metres from the line. A high tackle is a matter of some debate, obviously.
Il faudra qu'on revoie le système de com à la mi-temps.
Certainly grabbed him around the shoulders. The referee says aye. So Bayonne go short and look for the drive. The half-time hooter buzzes as Bayonne looking for the line. They're driven back by Bastero. In goes Dupu. The forwards working hard, trying to get closer to the line. Ruru has it. Barthelemy with a little kick through, but the penalty given against. So Bayonne have another chance. Not letting go in the tackle. Barthelemy again going for the line. And that's where it went. I think that may have been Bastero hanging on. So going long this time, but it's come back on the Lyon side. So the chance goes begging for Bayonne. Leon put it out, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of a breathless first half, which sees Lyon leading Bayonne by 31 points to 5. Tremendous first half for Lyon, with 5 tries, 2 of them from Tuisova, who also set up another one for Kuyu. Ivaldi and Barassi, the other try scorers. Ravuvu was the man who got the try for Bayonne.
Énormément de rythme dès le début du match, c'était pour ne pas laisser espérer les Bayonnais, c'était une stratégie mise en place.
Ouais, bien sûr.
Talking about the rhythm.
On avait des matchs avant où on était beaucoup sur la maîtrise, on voulait occuper le terrain.
We had games before where we were in charge, but we weren't able to put it away.
On a mis beaucoup de jeux, c'est bien.
We've converted well. We've taken our chances. We've just now got to make sure we maintain our discipline, unlike in our last game. That was against Pau, the draw last week. On his personal side, they're just saying, you know, how important is it to have a team that's on top for your game? And he's saying, well, it helps greatly. It's a fairly obvious question, really. If the forwards are in charge, the number 10 has a very pleasant ride. Well, that is the end of a tremendous first half for Lyon. It's going to be questionable whether Bayonne will be able to come back. They trail by 31 points to 5. But they are a little bit shell-shocked at half-time, trailing by 31 points to 5. As things stand, Lyon have the victory and the bonus point. Obviously, there's another 40 minutes to play. We know that. And we always like to think that anything can happen. But if the first half is any reflection, any guide by which to go, this could be a very long second half for Bayonne. We will see. Remember, a week ago, Lyon were trouncing Pau at half-time. Second half underway. Here we go. Yeah, but a week ago, Lyon were trouncing Pau at half-time, and Pau came back in the last 10 minutes to secure a draw.
Stop.
Bayonne will know that. They will bear that in mind as they come once again. As the try scorer, Ravuvu stepping in off his wing. Hugo Zabalza, wearing number 20, has come on as a scrum half in place of Michael Ruru. He's just a young fella, Zabalza, just 20 years old. Has he got a little bit of a youthful spring in his step? Well, there's some nifty in and out running. Zabalza. Oh, feeds Berdu. That's well taken by Hugh Pyle. Did well there. Lays it back again. Oh, the big men, they love to get their hands on the ball and drive into the opposition. A little bit of space. Oh, that's surely forward, isn't it, against the pass. Ravuvu on his way through, but I think that pass from, I think it was Ngannou, just drifting forward. What was it, Alof? Oh, yes, just, well, shame, because if the pass had been right, Ravuvu certainly has the gas to have made that count. Looks as though we got changes in the front row as well for Bayonne. It looks as though Torsten van Jaarsveld has made his entrance at hooker in place of Maxime Delonca. May well be other changes. I haven't spotted yet. Bastero goes off the back. Feeds Barassi. Oh, and Nakatasi looking for space. It's going to be another try for Kuyu. Kuyu through for his second try of the afternoon, and Lyon are underway in this second half. 36 points to 5 they lead. Lovely work from Nakatasi and Michael Guillard, who came on as a replacement in the first half for Isaac Roda. And again, well, he had to open up the throttle a little bit, Kouiou, but it was a straight run in. And Lyon have started the second half as they started the first. So Léo Berdeux had a bit of an indifferent kicking performance in the first half. And he's missed that one as well. Well, Pierre Mignoni will have something to grumble about after this game. This was Bastareaud, set things moving. Oh, there's Nakatasi, just breaks the line. Lovely work from Guillard. And a nice run-in for the scrum half. Lyon with their 6th try of the afternoon. Demba Bamba sets it up once more. Cretin is in there as the bridge. Ivaldi to Silva. Sent back to his rightful place.
Stop.
He wants to get involved in the action too, Isoba. Quite fancies a hat-trick, I think, this afternoon. Mateleme. And Duo running into trouble. Duo is going to lose that, I think. He does well there. Oh, he's done extremely well. I was a little previous, wasn't I? But under pressure again. Robinson picks up, looks to make space, and lays it back nicely. This is good work from Bayonne. They've got a little bit of structure to them last. Zaval's up, feeding once again, and forwards driving in. Wriggling to lay it back. Barthelemy. Oh, that's a neat little bit of stepping from Hingano. Lula wanted it. It's with Taufa. Oh, a little bit of space is there out wide for the number 8, Gorin. He's held up, but still Bayonne coming, driving through. There's Van Jaarsveld, the Namibian, but it's gone. Nakatasi coming away, just hoofs it, hopefully upfield. Toby Arnold is chasing after it, and he's going to put a bit of pressure on Aymeric Luc. So Bayonne have to restructure once more as Hingano goes for the gap. Right down, good work by Cretin. Penalty's been given, the advantage being played. Looked a little bit forward as well from the fly half Barthelemy, but playing on. Bayonne still with the advantage as Alexandra Manakula drives in. Oh, a little bit of a wayward, a little bit of a tired pass there from Barthelemy. So a penalty against Dylan Cretin.
Le 6 qui vient agir sur le relayeur. Le ballon
around the wrong side.
On ne peut pas faire action, on ne peut pas gêner le relayeur.
Well, Bayonne showing a little bit of spark in spite of shipping that early try in the second half. Another change. So we have Alex Toulou making his way on. Making his way into the back row. Is that Mathieu Bastareaud heading off? He's put in a good shift, Bastareaud. It's been a very interesting experiment. We shouldn't really call it an experiment anymore. Bastareaud playing at 8. Perhaps that was his natural position. All those years he spent in the centre, he was a pretty handy centre. but he just looks so at home in the back row. His work is done as Bayonne close in on the line. Well, the ball ripped away, but it's another penalty. Barassi, the man penalised.
En avant du 10 noir, mais les blanches.
No, knock on, excuse me. Knock on from Berde. You can hear the huff and the puff. It's been relentless. Now Hugo Zabalza, the 20-year-old, has the put in. Oh, big drive from Leon, and they won the penalty. That was a wonderful effort from the forwards. Kuyu looking to get it away quickly. That was a massive squeeze and shunt. Oh, the front row will be enjoying that for the rest of the evening. Tikabal, Xavier Hioki, Michael Ivaldi and Demba Bamba, with a little help from their friends. And cleared into touch.
Arrêt du temps.
Well, Leon have been so impressive so far.
Attendez, non.
Back up to 15, of course, with Sobela having come back on the field. Got his yellow card before half-time. There's Cretin. Down to the front with Guiu, and back he comes now. There goes Kuyu looking for a gap. It isn't there, he's dragged down, but the momentum with Tulu behind him. There goes Gerassi. Verdeur with raking kick up into the 22. It's going to be collected by Ravuvu, but he's on the defensive and just hoiks that away into touch. Back they come, Nakatasi to Verdeur. Back to Nakatasi. Not a huge amount of space, but there's a little gap. He's going for it. He's closed up. The ball back. Coming through too soon. Once again, Leon barely hanging around. Oh dear, and maybe taken a little bit too quickly. Arnold's pass this time, not the best. And that was a knock-on. Next Tulu.
Vous êtes remplacé. Et le 10, c'est ça 10.
More replacements going on.
Vous êtes au contest, aucun problème. Par contre, après, vous venez interagir sur le relayeur. Alors que le ballon n'a pas émergé.
The bold and the beautiful making their way onto the field. Tea break for the boys from the front row. They've done a good day's shift. Hioki and Bemba replaced by Devisme. And Clément Ric. And I think I saw Berdo going off as well. And Jean-Marc Dussin coming on.
Vous êtes pré-engagés, messieurs. Patientez, hein. Patientez.
Engaging too early. Well, the front rows have got to get settled in again now. It's almost a new contest there with new front rows. Bayonne moving it quickly out to Ravuvu. And away he goes down the touchline. He is dragged down Oh, well, this is nice work. Nice work indeed, with Zabalza getting involved. It's a blue ball. The referee calling for the Lyon players to get their hands off it. Around the corner goes Goran, the Romanian international. Oof, just held on to it. It's Mariano Galazza wearing 18. There goes Van Jaarsveld. Little kick forward, down the touchline, but into touch. Just ran out of space a little bit. Nakatasi hasn't got his name on the score sheet today. He'll want to, and was that forward? It's Toby Arnold going all the way to the line. Toby Arnold with another try for Lyon. That's their 7th try of the afternoon. Lyon lead 41 points to 5. Toby Arnold running through, but just having a look, I think, to see if there was a forward pass. Was there? Is he having a look? I'm not sure. Maybe he isn't. Oh, more substitutes coming on. So Michele Valdi giving way. Julian Heaven making his way into the field. Yeah, lovely interaction from the Lyon players. And Toby Arnold has deserved that. He's had a good afternoon. Jean-Marc Dusan now with the chance to add the extras. And he does so. So 43 points to 5. Lyon lead. Dusan just playing the link man there, timing the pass to perfection. I wasn't quite sure, couldn't quite see cleanly whether it was forward or not. Obviously not. There wasn't even a look at it. That's well gathered by Bayonne. Still they come, looking for something. They're on the end of a hiding at the moment. Robinson. Oh, well, that was a little bit fortunate. Pass to the face, but he's gone back the other way. And Nakatasi showing a fabulous boot there. Terrific work from Noah Nakatachi. We don't usually see him offering us the boot. That was the some of the restarts we've had. They've all been a bit messy. Cleanly taken. Well done, Bayonne. Come again. Well taken, was stolen by Lyon. Dusan is in there. The whistle's gone though. Little forward pass, a little knock on. He does get stuck in, Dusan. He's not everyone's cup of tea as a player. He plays at 9 or at 10. Made his international debut, can you believe this, in the World Cup final in 2011 as a replacement. And, well, what a place to have your first taste of international rugby. France, of course, narrowly beaten by New Zealand in that match. But he plays at 9 or 10, and perhaps that's played against him over the years, because he has been shunted around from one to the other, and he hasn't, certainly at the top level, he was unable really to cement a place. 17 caps for France, Dusan, but always really seen as a filler in, a bloke who can cover both spaces, both half-back positions. He's 29 now. His day may be done at that level, but still a really good performer in the top 14. Tuisova, man of the day. Oh, he's off again, Tuisova. That's going to be the hat-trick. Oh, he's done it once again. How do you stop this man? Well, did he even touch down? I think he handed it over. Another try for Leon. Well, I think that was an act of generosity from Tuisova. Colby Fainga, I think. Did he? Well, I think it's Fainga who's been given the try. We'll have to wait on that one. I don't think he got the touchdown. It doesn't matter on the main scoreboard, though. The points go over, and that's 50. Here he goes, bursts through these tackles. They just bounce off him. Wonderful running, lovely high step. Here he goes for the touchdown, this for the hat trick. And he just pops it across to Fainga. I'm afraid we're going to have to wait and see who that's credited to. Look at that scoreboard, though. 50 points to 5. 8 tries to 1. Well, it's a little bit scrappy there. It's difficult to know. I mean, for Bayonne, where do you go from here? There's still 20 minutes to play. It really is quite ugly. We were told, well, I mentioned after 25 minutes, they were 24 points down. 58 minutes, they're 50 points down. They are very much on the end of a thrashing. They've got to keep going now. Got to try and gather something from this game. Very hard, though. Leon looking for more. They're hungry for more. And to be honest, the opportunity is there for everyone to get on the scoreboard this afternoon. Impress the coach, push their claims to a regular place, but oh dear, the ball's gone to ground. Ravuvu coming round quickly, didn't quite work. So relaxed. Leo Beda, Patrick Savella, able to have a little chat about the way things have been going. Leon have a big game next week. They're away at Toulouse. That'll be a little bit of a difference in level, I think. Even so, not a bad way to warm up for that. Dusan with the left foot, looking for space. Gaël Guettin, wearing 22, is on at fullback. Excuse me, Guettin Germain. Getting my Guettin's medal now. Scrum half girl looks to go. It's Goran who's dragged down. Bayonne trying to get a little bit of momentum going. Now Zabalza feeds. Ghana. Zabalza. German, and there goes Robinson, and there's a little bit of space here and a chance for Bayonne. They're crashing through. That was Perchon wearing 17, his first appearance in the top 14. Aymeric Luc is still on. He's held up. It's not enough, they've got to come back.
Hakim, j'ai un doute. Je vais faire un appel vidéo. Suspicion de jeu déloyal, plaquage haut sur le numéro 15 blanc, s'il te plaît.
Well, suspicion of a high tackle on Aymeric Luc, the Bayonne fullback. Tual Tranini. There goes Luc, and it's Toby Arnold, and I think he is going to get collared for that one. It is, yeah, that's definitely going to be a penalty. May well be a yellow card as well. Even though the player ducks into it, you're still at fault.
J'ai un niveau de danger pour moi faible, parce que le joueur n'appuie pas son geste. Donc je vais mettre pénalité et carton jaune contre le numéro 15 noir.
So it's going to be, he says it's not super dangerous, but it's going to be a penalty. And a yellow card against Toby Arnold.
J'ai pas commencé à parier, vous êtes déjà en train de justifier. Plaquage haut, direct à la tête, degré de dangerosité faible, c'est carton jaune.
Well, he's had a good afternoon, Arnold, up until now. But I think it is difficult, these high tackles, that... no, it certainly changed since I was a lad. That was a very long time ago, of course, though. Because everything was in black and white back then. So Arnold's off. Lyon down to 14 men again. Chance for Bayonne to take advantage and get moving forward. So it's Van Jaarsveld with the throw-in. It's well taken by Hugh Pyle. The forwards looking to wheel it round and getting a good drive on. Van Jaarsveld has it, tucked up his jumper at the back there. Gives it to Zabalza, looking to move the backs now. Oh, that's neatly done. There's going to be a little bit of space, and that's going to be a second try for Joseva Ravuvu. Lyon lead, 50 points to 10. Second try of the afternoon for Bayonne, second for Ravuvu. That one fairly straightforward touchdown in the end. Neatly done by Bayonne. They worked the space well, used the extra man to their advantage. And Ravuvu with his third try of the season. It's cold comfort. It's cold comfort, but it's something. It's all you can do in these situations, just peg away. You're playing for your honour, playing for a bit of pride. They aren't going to win this match, and they aren't going to... Oh, that one's drifted wide as well. Well, both kickers having poor days today. Really nicely done, making the space for Ravuvu. Simple in the end. Pierre Mignoni, plenty of instructions from him. He was always a quiet, snappy, chatty scrum half when he was playing, and no reason to change. 50 points to 10. Lyon in charge, 8 tries to 2. They've still got a bonus point to their name. Bayonne are going to struggle to close it down. Van Jaarsveld finds a little bit of a gap. He's a really game contender, Van Jaarsveld. Terrific player for Namibia, played at the World Cup. I think he may have had a couple of World Cups actually in him. Played for Cheetahs in the Currie Cup before coming over to France. Into touch it goes again. Well, the sting has gone out of the game a little bit, not surprisingly, given the scoreline. Lyon will be aware that they blew up last week in the second half, at the end of the second half against Pau. They'll want to keep a lid on things this week. Change as Crétin makes his way off. He's had a good performance. And he will be heading off to join up with the French squad. Sobella returns. Oh, and that's straight over the top. And Goran takes it, charges forward. He's put in a lot of yards today. Put in a lot of yards over his career. Van Jaarsveld drives those legs pumping away, looking to try and gain ground. Bayon looking for a little bit of space. It's not there. Now it's Jean Moribaud, wearing 19, who's been held up. There it goes as the rep. Zabalza. There goes Goran again. Oh, and this time it's picked up by Perchot. The young prop forward making his debut, looking for that gap. Could be there. They're beginning to punch holes a little bit in this Lyon line as Guillard comes round the corner with the tackle. And this time, the penalty goes in favour of Lyon. And that's Arnaud Dupuy, who is penalised. Getting involved in stuff that he shouldn't be getting involved in, round on the wrong side. Chance for Dusan to clear the lines, which he does. And Jaarsveld, you gotta love the way he plays the game. Julian Hebben is the replacement hooker wearing 16. He's a young Australian. Played for New South Wales schools. He's been over here a little bit. Came through the academy in the end at Lyon. Let go. Telling Van Jaarsveld. Toulouse. Driving in once more, Devim, 17. You see, there's Dusan driving once more, looking to make the space. They're not punching the holes in the defence as they were in the first half, that's for sure. The Bayon line holding firm this time, or firmer. Heaven. Up and under. Oh, that's Zabalza unable to take it. Devim takes it on.
On a vendu vin blanc ici, mais les noirs.
Little knock on from Zabalza. I think he had his eye on the approaching Joshua Tuisova. It's enough to put any man off his catch, really. Yes, the Bayon players startled by what's been going on this afternoon. It's going to be a very quiet trip back to the Basque Country this evening. I don't think there'll be too much singing on that flight, or bus, depending on how they go, of course. Leon coming once again. Dusan feeding Barassi. Dusan, it's Kuyu rather. Dusan there running into the defenders. Barassi looking for a way through. Guyard. Dusan, oh, he's knocked forward. That's Clément Ric. Not renowned for his handling skills, Clément Ric. Oh, that looked a bit forward. Whistle goes. Oh, he's got two knock-ons. I'll go back for the Clément Ric knock-on.
9, vous êtes remplacé. Qui passe capitaine chez les Noirs, s'il te plaît?
And Kuyu, who's been skippering Leon today, takes his rest. So he heads off. He's had a good day's work. And Berdeux returns, and that means that Dusan will move from number 10 to number 9. So Berdeux's had a bit of a rest. Still 10 minutes remaining. Still time for Leon to add more points, and they'll be back at full strength shortly as well. Whether Toby Arnold returns or whether Rudy Wolf comes on, we shall wait and see. Robinson does well there to collect that and keep it in play. It's still with Bayonne, but they're struggling to hang on to this. I think that's been turned over. It has. Great work by quite the melee. Quite the melee. Knock on.
Oui. En avant blanc, mais les noirs.
One or two more substitutions, I imagine. That was the knock on. Well, Leon should be back at full strength now. Whether it'll be after this move or not, we will see. Toulouse feeds off the back, and there is Rudy Wolf. So he's on for Arnold. Can they open up a little bit of space? Barassi looking for a way through. He's done well there, Barassi. Sobella. Dusan digging it out. Berdeux shows and then goes, but it's turned over. Bayonne come away with it. What can they do now in these last 10 minutes? Oh, they're going into reverse. Germain looking for a way through. Doesn't get terribly far. As a knock on.
Le ballon part vers l'arrière. Ok, merci.
Well, it's so depressing. Depressing when you make all the hard yards. You really are sweating. You're working yourself into a lather, and you just cannot make that progress. You keep hitting that black line. Just nowhere to go at the moment. Gaëtan Germain, fabulous goal kicker. He had a wonderful game a couple of weeks ago. Got all the points against Stade Francais in that win. They could do with him having a wonderful last 6 minutes or so. Dusan with the put-in. Leon with the squeeze. Berdeux. Oh, and he's held on to it. And Tuisovo is going through again. And this is try number 4 for Tuisovo. Fantastic performance from Joshua Tuisova. He really has been such a powerhouse today. Absolutely fantastic. Just clung onto it. I thought he was going to drop that. Just bibbled slightly and held onto it. Burst through the line. Just brushes off the challenge. And there is a look of desperation in the Bayonne faces. Once he's through that challenge, they know what's going to happen. 55 points to 10, Lyon lead. So Dusan taking over the goal-kicking duties, and he's missed as well. Well, it's catching. Wonderful performance from Tuisova. Still waiting on confirmation on that try he scored earlier, but this may well be the hat-trick. Lovely run-in. Should have been number 4. Who's counting?
Première faute, c'est un en avant, noir, mais les blanches. Pour nous, c'est connecté. En place.
Dragged out. Another put in. And from what I can see, in terms of who's been awarded tries, I think Fainga was awarded that try when Tuisova crossed over. Would have been Tuisova's 3rd try. It's been given to Fainga. That means so Tuisova has 3 tries to his name so far this afternoon. Oh, and there goes Nakatasi, and that's a wonderful intercept, and Noah Nakatasi goes through for try number 10 for Lyon. 60 points to 10. All too easy. All too easy. Well, he's worked hard, Nakatasi. He's done a lot of the, what you might call the assist work, so only reasonable that he get his name on the scorecard in the end. Just read it. It was so obvious. It was telegraphed, that one, and Nakatasi had no problem at all. So this in front of the posts. Over it goes from Dusan. And that is 62 points to 10. And that's Nakatasi's first try of the season. Well, I think if this was a boxing match, the referee would have stopped it quite some time ago. Verdeux. Devim. Clément Rick joining him. Dusan orchestrating. Verdeux with the long-ranging kick. Now, here goes Germain. Runs into a wall of black shirts. And the ball has come back on the Lyon side. Dusan with a little chip over. Nakatasi is chasing it down. Barthélemy is on his own. He's flinging it wildly. Van Jaarsveld does well there to collect, and away they come. Pile. Bayonne still giving it a go. What have they got to lose? They've already shipped 10 tries. What's another one after all? Looking for the gap. Oh, well, that was almost there, but it was a rotten pass to Ravuvu. Nothing he could do with that. Well, just less than a minute to go now. And this has been a hammering. Lyon have been quite outstanding today. They have, from the very start, they could have had more tries. They've 10 to their name. Three of them to Joshua Tuisova. And I think they'll probably settle for 62-10. It's gone loose though, and Jarsveld collects. Have Bayonne maybe got one last act to play? Out it goes wide for Robinson. Kick down the line. It's gone very long, and it's going to go too long. The whistle's gone. The hooter's gone. Well, Bayonne players collapsing to the floor. Oh, they got a penalty. Right, so he's brought them back. There's still time to play the penalty. Tuisova still in this action. And he gave away after the took the man out after the kick.
Allez, ouvrez le couloir s'il vous plaît, Noir. Ouvrez le couloir, entrez.
Open the corridor, he's saying. So have we got one last act in this match? Lyon are going to win this comfortably. They lead 62 points to 10. They have the bonus point in the bag as well. But Bayonne could come with a final flourish. It's well taken. The forwards driving in, but it's gone the other way. And the referee blows the final whistle. And I don't think anyone is going to complain too much about that. What a victory for Lyon. They have beaten Bayonne by 62 points to 10. 10 tries for Lyon, 3 of them from Joshua Tuisova. Terrific performance from Lyon. They got moving early on. Bayonne barely touched the ball for the first 7 minutes until they had to restart after the try by Ivaldi in the 8th minute. It was all Lyon. Well, it's good to see there are some smiles there from the Bayonne players, because they have taken what can only be described as a hell of a beating. Lyon really impressive today, and they will go forward to next week's match against Toulouse with some confidence. Bayonne will also be on the road next week. They will travel to Agen, which is again a different proposition, a really important game for them, because Agen have yet to win this season. They're already earmarked for relegation. Bayonne will see that as an opportunity to take points, to take all 4 points. Anything less won't really be acceptable from that game. What's your first feeling about such a heavy defeat? Well, pretty well beaten over 80 minutes. We've got to work hard. We've got Agen next week. Are there any positives? Well, after the first 40 minutes, yeah, we kept working hard. But we've got to focus now on Agen next week.
Justement, ce match contre Agen, est-ce que vous pensez qu'il était déjà un petit peu dans les têtes de vos joueurs?
Non, parce qu'honnêtement, il y avait pas mal de rotation. On avait une équipe avec des joueurs qui avaient envie.
And he's saying that there's rotation in the group. And they worked hard, and they've still got to work hard. We missed some tackles. We've got to get it together, and that's a tough interview to be taking. All credit there to Romain Barthelemy. He's my hero of the day for that one, because, well, when you've just been thrashed 62-10 and the on-field interviewer starts asking you how you're feeling, oh, well, Good luck with that one. He's kept a very straight face and given a good, honest answer. But you could see that very much thinking about next week's game against Agen, trying to put this behind them as soon as they can, because they won't want to remember it.
Disait que les 2 essais encaissés et les quelques renvois mal maîtrisés n'allaient pas plaire à Pierre Mignoni. Malgré tout, 10 essais marqués. C'est une belle victoire du lot aujourd'hui.
Ouais, franchement, le bilan est positif. Ça nous remet dans l'avancée un peu. On avait un petit peu de mal depuis le début de la saison. Donc là, voilà, on valide.
Here's Barassi saying, yeah, it's good because we stepped forward a little bit this season. We gave it away last week.
On a un match à 6 jours, donc vite récupéré. Mais aujourd'hui, on va pouvoir sortir avec le sourire, mais on aura quand même matière à travailler, je pense.
He said last week they'd played just 6 days after their game, whereas here we had a full week. We had a bit more punch in their legs.
C'était volontaire.
Ouais, en fait, on voulait vraiment mettre du rythme. On voulait.
We really wanted to find
début d'année, on avait du mal à le mettre en place.
a
Là, on a
good
réussi.
rhythm.
Après, c'est vrai qu'il y avait beaucoup de rythme. C'était très fatigant. C'était.
It was very tiring, but it was good to catch that rhythm.
C'est un animal, franchement.
How good to play with Tuisova. He said he's an animal.
Donc ouais, ça aide, ça fait une vraie plus-value pour l'équipe.
He's just phenomenal, and he's just such a wonderful person to have with you in the team. So, well, I don't think Barassi could have said anything else there, because Joshua Tuisova was the star today. Lyon winning 62 points to 10. Terrific performance from Lyon. They take 5 points from this game. Nothing in it for Bayonne except a walloping. They will lick their wounds and try again next week against Agen.